What's up, all? It's HK, and we're back with Fact Sheet Friday, Week 2, September 6th. Let's go ahead and jump into it and see what it's all about today. First up today, we got the Case IH AF11 Harvester and the 4418N Harvester header. Let's get the stats on it. For the Case IH AF11 Harvester, it's going to come in at a base price of $740,000. It's got 775 horsepower and it's got a variable transmission. It'll hold 1,500 liters of fuel. It'll go 30 kilometers per hour or 18 miles per hour. And it'll hold up to 20,000 liters of crop. It is coming in at a 25.9 tons for the weight. Next, we have the Case IH 4418N Harvester header. Comes in at a base price of $88,000. Weighs 4 tons. It has a working width of 10 meters. And its speed is 10 kilometers per hour or 6 miles per hour for working speed. And it will harvest corn and sunflowers. Next, we get to look at some of the DLC content. The MacDon M1240 and the D140XL header. Just as a reminder, you do have to pre-order the game to get this. I'm sure it will be available after the game comes out as an additional DLC. But if you want it day one, you got to get it pre-ordered. Let's look at the stats. First, we're going to look at the MacDon M1240. It's going to be a windrower. It comes in at a base game price of $170,000. Its horsepower can be from 173 to 262. It's got a variable transmission. It holds a total of 518 liters of fuel. It can go 45 kilometers per hour or 27 miles per hour. And it comes in at the weight of 6.1 tons. Next, we have the MacDon D140XL windrow header. Comes in at a base game price of $97,000. It weighs 2.8 tons. It has a 12.2 meter work width. It's going to go 15 kilometers per hour or 9 miles per hour when harvesting. And it's going to allow you to windrow the following crops: wheat, barley, oats, canola, and soybeans. Next, we get to look at the Artifact Condor Endurance 2. Let's look at the stats. Now, this is a new piece of equipment coming into the game, the Artifact Condor Endurance 2. It is a sprayer. It comes in at a base game price of $420,500. It has 400 horsepower with a variable transmission. It holds 750 liters of fuel. It goes 60 kilometers per hour or 37 miles per hour. It has an 8,000 liter capacity tank for your liquid fertilizer or herbicide. It weighs 14.6 tons. It has a very large work width of 36 to 54 meters long. And while you're spraying, you can go 25 kilometers per hour or 15 miles per hour. The last two pieces of equipment that we're going to look at today is the John Deere 3650 and the Great Plains Solid Stand 1500 seeder. Let's look at the stats. First, we'll look at the tractor, the John Deere 3650. It comes in at a base game price of $45,000. It has 116 horsepower with a manual plus power shift transmission. It holds 118 liters of fuel, can go 35 kilometers per hour or 21 miles per hour, and comes in at 5 tons for the weight. The last item on the Fact Sheet Friday list today is the Great Plains Solid Stand 1500 seeder. Comes in at a base game price of $49,500. It has 110 horsepower, and it can hold up to 1,270 to 1,800 liters of seed or fertilizer. It weighs 1.6 tons, and it has a work width of 4.6 meters. It will go 12 kilometers per hour or 7 miles per hour when seeding, and the crops that you can seed with this are going to be wheat, barley, oat, canola, long grain rice, cover crop, grass, question mark, which we know to be peas, and finally spinach. That's going to do it for week 2 of Fact Sheet Friday. We have 9 more Fridays until the game comes out. So we'll be doing quite a few more of these every week on Friday. So if you want to make sure that you get that information, go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!